Can Garoppolo and Shanahan figure it out week one? What do you think?
They need to, because these two guys, when you put them together, it's been a little bit of a problem, right? They're what, 1-3 together, or Shanahan's 1 and
Week
3.
one, yeah.
Week one as the head coach of the 49ers, they're 1-2 together. Uh, they
Notorious
have
for their slow starts. Yeah.
Yeah, Garoppolo's had some really bad games as a starter.
Yep.
You look at even the game they won, he didn't play very good. Probably his best performance was last year, and he still didn't play that good. It was all based off of one touchdown throw that Raheem Mostert took 80 yards. Other than that, he was pretty mediocre even last year. So I think when you put those two guys together, there's definitely some struggles that kind of lead you to, like I was saying earlier, where this game's going to be tighter than it should be, or we think it's going to be.
Yeah, I mean, the way I look at this is Garoppolo. This is more on Shanahan than Garoppolo. Like, if Shanahan puts the game in Garoppolo's hands, I don't have high hopes for Jimmy. But I'm negative, I guess. But that's the main mistake. I'm not going to blame Jimmy for being Jimmy. I'm blaming Kyle for unnecessarily putting the game into the hands of his weakness. And it's not just Jimmy that's the weakness. It's the pass protection. It's the wide receivers dropping passes. It's the whole passing game. This is a run first team, supposedly. It's how they draft. That's how they build themselves. And I think they can win running the ball at will this last year. What happened? The run game didn't quite work early in the game, and they didn't really stick to it. And they kind of put the game in the hands of Jimmy when there was no Debo, no Ayuk. Kittle got hurt, and they lost. And they should have won.
Yeah. It doesn't make sense. They with Garoppolo's thrown an average of 31 passes a game in his 3 starts under Shanahan in week 1. That can't happen. There's just no reason for that to happen with the running game that they have.
Yeah.
There's no excuse for him to
be dropping back. They throw. Sorry.
Yeah. Sorry. There's no excuse for him to be dropping back 30 times this game.
No, they don't need him. They don't need it to happen. Whichever quarterbacks are out there, primarily hand off, they should be leading. This should be easy. This is a layup. It's a layup.
They should be able to run the ball through him. That should be their goal.
Yeah. And I think part of the reason that they've had struggles week 1 is that either they didn't run the ball effectively or they didn't commit to it. So as long as they can just do that, that should minimize a lot of the mistakes. Because when I envision the mistakes happening on offense, it's through the passing game. It's a missed block, it's a sack, it's a turnover, a pick, those kind of things. Those are the things that'll lose this game or keep it tighter than it should be.
Right, 100%. Because this is a team that's built. Everything about this team is built to be run heavy. Yeah. They're built to run. They're built to be a team that's running the ball 55-60% of the time. As strange as that might sound to people who like Kyle Shanahan.
I agree, and I think it would be nice to see the 49ers come out week 1 and, I'm going to use some cliches, establish their identity. But honestly, show some confidence in who you built and who you are, and don't come out and try to trick the Lions. Oh, the Lions think we're going to run, so let's pass. Like, oh no, don't do that. You can beat the Lions however you need to beat them, playing to your strengths. You can definitely beat the Lions playing to your strengths. So do that.
Yeah, I think that's the case for the 49ers with almost every team on their schedule. If they go out and play their game, I think they're set up really well with their defense and their running game to have a heck of a season. They just need to stick to it.
I mean, in a sense, like the Titans do, right? The Titans are pretty simple with what they do. And I don't think they're ever going to win a Super Bowl. Maybe they will, but they're very consistently good. And I think the Niners could be kind of right there too if they would just stick to them being themselves. Like the way you can say a lot of stuff about the Harbaugh years, but they were very adamant about being themselves. And I think honestly their worst year, 2014, was they got away from that. And the reason they did was you couldn't have that identity with Jonathan Martin at right tackle. End story. Couldn't have it.
Right.
Couldn't do it.
Right. Yeah. They had a lot of troubles there once the center got hurt against Denver. Everything just
good point. Yeah, the two of those guys going down. People forget those Harbaugh teams had killer offensive lines. Killer.
Oh yeah. People. I don't understand why people are so down on that era of 49er football, but that's just a whole nother story. Because all they did was win.
It's a great topic, and I think we'll come back to it in 5-10 years once maybe we're past the Shanahan era, because they're always kind of put in contrast to each other, and people are partial to the new style. But maybe in the future we'll have more of an appreciation for what Harbaugh can do. Yeah, because everyone's like, well, he was so behind the times in his offense. Well, his running game was pretty freaking good. I mean,
they put up a lot of points, and they had a good defense that they played to their strengths. I mean, I don't know how you can really complain about that.